Hello and welcome to a new video. The background may look a little blurry, but maybe it's not too bad because I'm actually doing this kind of on purpose. I'm not making advertising for these tablets. They're called Pramin or Pramin in English pronunciation, made in Israel, I guess. So I'm not making advertising for this company. I'm just using it as a background, even though it may be blurry for the tablets. I take like twice a day, in the morning and in the evening before I go to sleep. And as you probably know from my blog, yesterday I had my second treatment of chemotherapy. I was diagnosed with sarcoma cancer, and after surgery last year, the cancer came back. I had 2 spots, one in the lung and another lesion I have in my stomach. So I'm now on chemotherapy in order to hopefully shrink the lesions. I'm not expecting miracles, to be quite honest. I hope lesions are going to shrink after a couple of times of chemotherapy. I've got 2 more rounds to go, like twice in July, and then I don't know, I have to see my oncologist, and I don't know what he's going to decide or what he's going to be up to. My next CT scan will be in August, so hopefully the 2 lesions are going to shrink. That's my big hope. And furthermore, that the chemotherapy at least prevents for a certain time further growth, like further growth at different spots. So one of the main side effects of chemotherapy is, as you may know, vomiting. And these pills you see in the blurry background help or avoid vomiting. And so far it's worked. It's been working like great. I was actually supposed to take maybe 3 tablets like per day, but I reduced it down to 2, one in the morning after I get up and one before I go to sleep. And I've never had this feeling like I have to vomit. Pills were great, but as I said before, I'm not making any advertising for this. I'm not being paid for showing these tablets. I'm just using this as a background. So what I want to talk about is, it only concerns Israel. So if you are an English speaker in Israel, if you made Aliyah, and let's say chas v'chalila, you're being diagnosed with cancer, any kind of cancer, so I just want to let you know certain rights in terms of medication. I didn't know this, and I had to find out the hard way, like on my own, and running from A to B to find out all the details. So I just want to let you know what to expect if, chas v'chalila, you're being diagnosed with cancer. And you're an English speaker, or, I don't know, maybe a different language, but maybe not a native Hebrew speaker, and you just don't know the rules in this country with your Kupot Cholim or with your oncology department at the hospital. So by the way, I'm being treated here in Jerusalem, Shaarei Tzedek Hospital, and I have to give a lot of credit to the oncology. After I changed my oncologist, I've got a new oncologist, and everything is just great. And I still feel great, even after my second time of chemotherapy. I was told that I'm going to lose my hair. So far it hasn't happened. Maybe this week, maybe after my 3rd treatment, I don't know. But let's get back to your rights when you are a cancer patient in this country in terms of medication. Basically, you get all your medication for free when you are diagnosed with cancer. Don't take everything, what I say, basically this is right, but it's always better for you, I'm just telling you, to check with your Kupat Cholim. But I think there is a law that you do get your medication for free. Meaning you go to your you go to your drugstore at your Kupat Cholim and with your prescription, and you're supposed to get the medicine for free. What my Kupat Cholim, I don't want to mention the name, but what my Kupat Cholim did was they sent the prescriptions I've got from Shaare Zedek, from my oncologist. They sent it to the headquarters in Tel Aviv, and the headquarters had to decide, give an issur, like a permission, that I can go to the drugstore and of my Kupat Cholim, and that I get the medication for free. This issur took a few days. So in the meantime, I was there with a friend at the drugstore to pick up the medicine. And because the issur, the permission, had not yet arrived, so I was supposed to pay. And this was a couple of hundred shekels, almost 700 shekels. I'm getting back the amount. So because the issur came a few days later, and the issur was not then on the computer of the in the computer system of the drugstore. But never mind. Usually you do get your medication for free. Everything what's part of the Sal HaTrufot, like the medication basket, according to the law, according to the Ministry of Health, you do get for free. You don't have to pay another shekel. You just go all the time with your prescriptions, your cancer prescriptions, like your cancer medication, to your drugstore of your Kupat Cholim, and you do get it for free. Now, I have a medication that one of these prescriptions, it's a kind of liquid. I have to bring, it's like a bottle with a liquid, with the fluid, and this I have to bring every time to my chemotherapy treatment to the hospital, and they add it to the other liquids I get into my IV. So this liquid I have to bring, and I have to organize myself from the drugstore of the Kupat Cholim. It's not part of the Sal HaTrufot. So what my Kupat Cholim asked me was that the oncology department has to send them a special letter describing in detail why I need this medication and why they have to put this, why it is part of the chemotherapy liquids. Like they just put it into one of the bags I get through my IV. And so the hospital did this, and now I have to wait for a special permission from my Kupat Cholim that I do get this cancer medication, although it is not part of the Sal HaTrufot, of the medication basket. So they usually do allow this, but the hospital had to describe in detail, as I said, why I need this. I think it's like releasing, or it's making the treatment, you know, more, so to speak, comfortable for me. It causes something positive, definitely, but because it is not part of the Sal HaTrufot, so my Kupat Cholim wanted to know, and eventually I will get it, hopefully within the next few days or next week, because next week I have to go again to the drugstore and get this. It's called Paloxy. It's a liquid for the chemotherapy treatment itself, and so I have to pick it up. If I had to pay for this, it costs 275 shekels. I'm not mentioning this in dollars now, because it's, I don't know the dollar, it's like, you can divide 275 shekels by, I don't know the dollar currency, maybe 370, 360. And then you may have the dollar amount. I don't know. But it's very expensive, and well, I hope that and I'm sure, you know, usually they do it, and I talk to the talked to the head of the administration department at my Kupat Cholim last week, and I'm sure that they will give an assure. But you know, everything here in Israel is very complicated. Even if you have cancer, I'm not sure, but maybe if you have Parkinson or Alzheimer's, you probably also get your medication for free. I don't know. But as a cancer patient, you are supposed to get all your medication for free. I had this limitation, all this bureaucracy now going through, because this Paloxi liquid is not an official part of the Sal HaTrufot here in Israel. So, but you know, it always takes some time here. It's always connected with lots of bureaucracy. But I just want you to know that if you're a cancer patient, you're basically supposed to get your medication for free. So, well, that's it. That's my message to you, and I hope it was a little helpful. And I hope you do not get cancer. But in case you do, so you know certain rights, and you don't need to worry about, you know, paying for medication and going through all the costs. So that's it, and I will keep you up to date about any kind of change. If you're interested, I can make more videos about cancer and the feeling and how to deal with. It's not easy. You know, you have a lot to deal with anyway, and at least you don't have to worry about any financial aspects in terms of medication. So have a good day, and yeah, see you or hear from you at the next video. Have a good day. Take care.